Good day and welcome to another first segment of a week at the plot. And if you watched last week's, you'll know that I uncovered these taller broad beans that had been under fleece during the winter months. I did that on Sunday, which was yesterday for me. The ones here that you can see through the garlic, they've been uncovered all through the winter and you can see the difference in size. But what concerned me is when I woke up this morning, there was a hard frost on the ground, which I hadn't expected. And I sort of had expected to come down and seen some frostbite on these, but thankfully no, they're all good. So yeah, pleased about that. I thought that wouldn't that be typical that as soon as I uncover it we get another hard frost. I mean, we're due more frosts anyway, or we're likely to get more frosts, but I hadn't anticipated that on the first evening that these were uncovered that frost would happen. Hey ho, my fault for not looking at the weather forecast. These dazzling blue kale are looking magnificent and will look even more so when they're in full bloom. But weeding needs to be done, so I'm going to get on and do that. But one thing that I am also going to do today is I've decided that in this bed here, where I was just going to put beetroots and turnips, I'm going to plant the additional spring cabbage, conical spring cabbage that we acquired at the back end of last week through the cardboard. We've got 10 and I'm going to take these metals edging slats up. I'm going to plant 5 down here and 5 down here. I'm going to leave the wood on for the time being to hold the cardboard down, but yeah, I'm just hoping that that will be enough to keep the cardboard in place. And I'm also hoping that we don't get too many slugs and snails who'll go, cabbage, yum yum, I'll eat those. But of course we've got modular sown ones as backup as well, which were the original ones that we got. So I'm just going to get on and do that now. Right, we will see how those fare. I've not had a huge amount of luck planting things through cardboard in the past, but maybe my luck will be different this growing year. Who knows? Fingers crossed. I'm not sure if you can see up there, But there's two seagulls chasing off a buzzard. I can't even see if it's in the viewfinder. It's really high up. And over there, that's Ealing Hospital over there. That's where the peregrine falcons are. And they got 4 eggs this year. But yeah, those seagulls I think have chased off the buzzard now. I'll try and remember whether it's actually a buzzard or something else. We'll have to just wait and see how those spring cabbage fare. I did lift up the cardboard after I planted them to just have a look underneath to see if there was any obvious signs of slugs or snails, and there wasn't. So yeah, fingers crossed. But as we know, slugs live in the ground, so you know they'll quite happily come up at night and have a munch. But good to not see anything underneath the cardboard. I did put the cardboard back down, so that is down. But now I'm just going to potter around in the sun. It's gorgeous weather. It's two t-shirts. The sun is out and it's lovely. Considering we had such a frost this morning, I'm quite surprised. But I'm just going to get on with some weeding for another half an hour or so, and I'll catch up with you later in the week and we'll see how those spring cabbage are doing. Bye. Good day. I popped to the plot to get my kneeling pad because I'm going to tackle this area at the side of the house today. Here's Fenella. This is in front of Fenella, and as you can see there's quite a few weeds there. So time to get on my hands and knees and sort out this area. Yeah. It always needs doing. Each year it needs doing, and then a couple of times through the summer as well. So I will get on and do it. I'll go through our side gate as well. And you can see here there's an indentation. That's so cats and foxes can get through. Yeah. I think where there's some... oh, what are they called? Can't think what they're called. Where I know there are some of these that I've forgotten what the names are, I will leave those in. But yeah, weeds are going to be coming out. Hopefully you can see that that is improved. I have left some plants in just to break up areas. So back here I've left a few in, and here, but they're mainly violets and the one that I know so much about but actually can't remember. This one, which is just lovely. I've also gone through and done our side as well. So yeah, happy with the work I've done today, and I've done the front of the house there as well. Path will do another day. In the meantime, I'll leave you with a little magnolia. See you very soon. Bye. Good day on what is now a rather grey afternoon, late afternoon at the plot. In fact, there's thunder rumbling around. It's sort of south of us at the moment and it's heading west, so it's heading Vivi's way, so she'll most probably be hearing thunder in a short while. But it's been an off and on day of showery weather today basically, but there's also been some glorious sunshine. And today has been a compost day, compost delivery day, or actually it's been a soil conditioner day. because we'd ordered pallets of soil conditioner, compost and mulch, and the truck came at 7:30, just as it has done previous years. And unfortunately the guy couldn't back in because of some new parking that is opposite our gate, some parking for some apartments, so he couldn't back in. And we've got very narrow roads around here, so what we decided to do was, or he decided to do actually, was take everything off the truck on a hydraulic lift and bring it into the gate. And we did the first 3 pallets of soil conditioner without any issue, and it was a motorized hydraulic lift, so he pumped the lift to lift the pallet off the ground, and then took it off the tailgate came down around the truck and then through the gate using the electrically driven hoist. So that was really good. Then when it came to the 4th pallet, there was a bit of an issue, and we could hear a bit of a in the truck, and for some reason the lightning for some reason the hoist, the pallet lift thing, just was not working properly basically, and it seemed to have malfunctioned, and the guy thought it might be a battery. The battery might be dying, so he got another battery which was fully charged, put that in. Still not a great deal of luck. The bit of machinery would work for about 5 seconds, and then it would just sort of grind to a halt. So we had still, what did we have? We had 8 pallets still on the truck. Anyway, we eventually, after about like 15 minutes of trying, we got one other pallet off, which was the other pallet of soil conditioner. And when we got the pallet to the gate, the thing just died completely. And unfortunately, after various conversations with his workmates back at the depot, it was agreed that everything would have to go back. Not everything that was still on the truck would have to go back, and they're delivering the compost and mulch tomorrow at 7:30. So what I thought was going to be 1 early start turned out, or it was turning out to be 2, and what was going to be 1 day down here with various other of our committee members as well, sharing bits of making sure that the right amount of soil conditioner bags went to the right plot holders, the ones who'd ordered them. That has turned from 1 day into 2 days. So what we're hoping though is we're going to say to everyone, can they collect by, being a bank holiday here in the UK, can they collect by 1 o'clock tomorrow? Any others will be spaced out and their names will be put on, and it'll be sort of buyer's peril, if you like. But we've never had an issue in the past, so yeah, that will be okay. But yeah, what I thought was going to be 1 long day is likely to be 2 long days, and what I thought was going to be 1 early morning is definitely now 2 early mornings. So yeah, we'll expect the guy turn up again about 7:30 tomorrow, as he did today, to do the unloading with his lift. Apparently he's got one. It wasn't his truck, so it wasn't his lift, but he's going to get his lift and put it onto that truck and bring that truck back tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it'll all go well, and people will be able to collect from hopefully about 8:30 in the morning. So today we dealt with 200 bags of soil conditioner, and there's another 301 bags of compost and mulch tomorrow. So no, there's more than that. 577. 377 bags of compost and mulch being delivered tomorrow, because we were expecting 577 in total. There we are. So that's been my day, and I think that's going to be much of my day tomorrow. So I'll most probably see you at the weekend rather than tomorrow. I thought I'd do a video tomorrow, but then when this happened today, I thought I might as well let you know. Anyway, I am going to go now, and I'm going to text Vivi, say that there's thunder coming, and I will see you again very soon for another segment of A Week at the Plot. Bye. Good day. That was actually me doing compost to the plot on Friday, and it's now Sunday, so that was a couple of days ago. And our compost delivery, which in the end happened over 2 days, was incredibly successful and went fine, apart from that blip about having split deliveries. I felt so sorry for the driver because all of the pallets were on the truck. It was just the what did he say? Trolley hoist. That's what he said. The trolley hoist gave way. I've got a spider crawling up my tripod. How sweet. Yeah, it gave way, and he had to go back with the 7 pallets and come back on Friday morning. But that delivery went fine. People turned up. Because it was a bank holiday, what I said is, can you come by 12:30 to collect your compost and your mulch? And everybody did, so that was really good. What we normally do when we have a compost delivery is we allow people to collect until 6 o'clock, but of course that's what happened with the soil conditioner on the Thursday. So there were committee members here, mainly me and 2 others, through the whole day till 6 o'clock, and in fact all but 1 plot holder collected their soil conditioner on Thursday, and the one that we knew couldn't, they were stacked up and they collected it the following day. But yeah, everyone collected everything by 12:30 on Good Friday, which was great. Yesterday was a day at home. Today is Easter Sunday, so it's a bit like Christmas Day in the UK. Most shops are shut, including DIY stores. So Richard and I were going to Homebase and B&Q and Wickes yesterday to get the stuff for paint and rollers and things that we needed for today. So that's what went on yesterday. And today I'm just down here briefly to really have a look at what's going on and to plan. And the planes are going out of Heathrow, as you can most probably hear. But being Easter Sunday, there doesn't seem to be too many, or not too many that are coming our way at least. So the cabbages that I put in, the spring cabbage I put in earlier in the week, none of those have been nibbled, and touch wood, shed door, none of them will be. Fingers crossed. But what has happened is, with the unveiling of the brassicas, something expected has happened. The pigeons have found them, and that's absolutely fine. You know, we've had good harvest from them over the winter months. There's still harvest to have, but I was looking at them a few days ago, and we've had again a couple of nights of really cold weather and really quite harsh frost. Not a hoarfrost, but a harsh frost. And the pigeons need food, and they see these the brassicas as a good source of food for them, so they've dived onto them and eaten them. Interestingly, the Portuguese cabbage and the Portuguese cabbage that crossed with the Nero di Toscana, those haven't been touched, but the dazzling blue kale have definitely been munched, which is fine. You know, the wonderful thing is that the bees, they're beginning to open. Some of them are beginning to bloom now, and the bees are beginning to find them, so that's also good. So it's a food source all around, some for us, some for pollinators, and some for pigeons. I don't think the parakeets like brassicas. I don't know, they like our apples. I'm not so sure about brassicas. But yeah, I'm just down here having a look at things, and I've discovered something in the poly, so let's go and have a look in there. The bluebells are looking grand. Spanish bluebells. You know they're Spanish bluebells because the bluebells are all around, where English bluebells, if this was English, the English bluebells, the flowers would only be down one side and it would bend over, where with Spanish bluebells they're all around. So if I do that you can see. So yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm letting this Mizuna go to seed. You can see the flowers beginning to come in there, and the coriander down there, we're still harvesting from that, which is great. But if we come over here, we can see that my seedlings of lettuce, the sowing that I did a few weeks ago, nothing there, and nothing in the parsley either, which I'm really surprised about. But what we have got is one fine speckled oak. You can see the speckled nature of the leaf. And then if we come over to here to our save seed, let me just lift that up. These are fine speckled oak too. You can see the speckledness, you can see the oak leaf shape. So the seed that I saved over there is fine speckled oak, and what those are on top is the organic slug pellets. They've just sort of gone over now, so they're sort of swelling up. So yeah, now I know that that isn't a cross variety, it is actually fine speckled oak. I think these two geraniums have bitten the dust. I can't see anything coming from there. 2 Hottentot figs left, which is great. These turnips, I think they'll be going out tomorrow, and maybe we put those beetroot out tomorrow, or certainly the coming week if we can. But I need to get these in the ground. They've got, you can see their roots underneath, you know, so they need to go in the ground. And they will be going into a bed next to the pond down there where we had beetroot and turnips last year. They're going to, or turnips I think we had last year, they're going to go into there. What I did notice the other day, I said to you about this tree lily, and where is it, this tree lily here, and what I did notice, look, the third tree lily is coming up. This is a bed that we're leaving for wildflowers this year and self-seeded things, as is that one. But I do want to get in and reduce the size of the grass under there by pulling. I'm really beginning to sort of see what I'm doing this year and what I'm not. What I'm also noticed, oh look, I didn't notice that. Can you see there's a ladybird there? Saw 2 mating ladybird the other day. They were very happy. These cuttings, look, beginning to flower. These are the red tree hawthorn that I took, and a good many of them have taken. I'm not sure this one has taken, but look, now this could be residual sap, and the moisture of the ground is sort of helping them do what they need to do. But I think that I'm going to be happy that several of these have actually taken, and if these bigger ones have taken, then they will really be great trees for our move, or be able to form great trees after our move. Oh yeah, there's another plane going over. Maybe it is busier than I thought. And let me see here. our bush honeysuckle, which I call the tree honeysuckle, is coming out as well, which is absolutely lovely. Yeah, you can't see much of the flower, but look, it smells amazing, particularly when the sun is on it, of course. But yeah, you know, things to do. These jostaberries are really leafing up well. The autumn raspberries, you can see some are doing well. We've obviously lost some. Oh no, look, there's a leaf coming up there, so that's dead, but there is life there. That's a weed, that's bindweed. We've lost some, but the bane of this bed, in fact both our soft fruit beds, is couch grass. It really is. But hey, oh look, another ladybird there. This blackberry, you can see it's shooting really well all the way along. Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, is that? No, I was going to say, is that flowers beginning to form? 3 bags of compost because one went home, which is fine. Oh, so here we have the cabbage, all looking okay. The ones that are in modules are looking better, but you can see here how the pigeons, this broke off. This was up here, this bit broke off, most probably because of the weight of a pigeon, but you can see how they've really munched on those, which is fine. Yet the Portuguese cabbage, not touched at all. And this is the bed that those turnips will go in. So I'll be taking the turnips out over there and putting the turnips and beetroot into this bed. But as I say, that will be next week. Oh, you can see how the brassicas, this is dazzling blue kale, beginning to go to flower, which is lovely. And what's also flowering, I don't think I've pointed it out yet, is our broad beans, which I'm really pleased about. And those, even though we've had a bit of frost, they seem to be okay. Giving them that support. Someone said, well, I don't support my broad beans. I'm supporting these because they were undercover and therefore they hadn't been blown by the wind, and therefore they hadn't strengthened up because they were undercover. So that's why I'm supporting these. Usually I don't, but I certainly think if we're going to be in colder climes when we move house, I'll be overwintering broad beans under little fleece tunnels for sure. Oh, and just look at the dead nettle here. Look at it. That is what we would call a weed. But, you know, it's so glorious. It really, really is. Such a beauty. I think the dead nettle and lungwort, can't speak rather. The dead nettle and lungwort has really enjoyed the winter that we've had. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it there for this week's A Week at the Plot. It's been a bit of a funny week down here, I think. Not funny, haha, but funny as in a bit discombobulated. And that's because of the impact of doing things at home in preparation for our house being put on the market. And I'm going to go back home now and we're going to carry on doing things. I've come down early this morning to do this final segment because the day is supposed to warm up quite nicely in an hour or so. It looks as though we're going to get to about 16 degrees for a good part of the day today, with sunshine, and then back to rain tomorrow. So we are planning on doing painting, and with painting it needs to be above 10 degrees or something, Richard tells me. So that's why I came down here early to do this final segment, and then go back home, have a cup of tea, do a bit of filling, do a Sunday chat live, and then we're going to be doing some painting. In fact, there's most probably time to do some painting before then as well. So I'm going to leave you, and I will see you again next week for a further upload on YouTube. I'll see you throughout the week for segments on on the Planet Vegetaria. And if you've got any comments, got any questions, please do put them down below. Any suggestions, please do that. And I will see you very soon on Planet Vegetaria, or in a week's time on YouTube. Bye.